Thank you guys for all your support in 2020. It was really a great year for Intuitive Tennis. The channel grew from 16,000 subscribers to currently at 69,000 subscribers. And there was a lot of great videos this year. In fact, most videos that I made this year got 10K views or more. And there was 9 videos that actually got over 100,000 views. So in today's video, I want to go through the top 5 videos and talk a little bit about the background behind the video and maybe get into some questions that you guys asked in the comment section. And coming in at number 5 is my tennis at home video, which got 124,000 views. And this year has been especially tough on tennis. Personally, I live in Florida and we were only locked down for about 5 weeks. Sometime in March, so we're really lucky here in Florida to be able to play tennis throughout the year, but I'm well aware that other parts of the world are currently not able to play tennis, and this is where a video like this can come in very handy. It would be unrealistic to expect to get a lot better at tennis from doing these at-home exercises, but I always say it's better to play some form of tennis, whether it be playing against the wall, playing against the ball machine, or even hitting against your garage door, or in this case, because everybody's locked down and doing some of these tennis at home exercises, than not playing tennis at all. In fact, if you're novice tennis players, it's a great way to develop feel. And even if you're an advanced player, you might be able to maintain your feel by using the racket and doing some of these drills. And when it comes to tennis fitness, this is something that you can easily do at home. And my video is great for that. I have a lot of great drills for your footwork. And then once you get back onto the courts, you're going to be in better shape. And coming in at number 4 is drills with Emma. And Emma is a new addition to the Intuitive Tennis channel. I did several videos with her. And Emma is a personal friend of mine. She's a coach as well. She doesn't compete on the WTA Tour anymore. She used to be a great player, one of the best college players in the country. She was an All-American. She played for Baylor, was ranked number 6 in the NCAA in doubles and number 4 in singles. She briefly competed on the WTA Tour, reaching a singles ranking of 460 and a doubles ranking of 145. And in fact, Emma could have easily made it into the top 100 WTA, but unfortunately she sustained a wrist injury, had to have surgery, and then decided to play college tennis instead of pursuing a professional career. And the drills that Emma and I performed in this video are great for footwork, they're great for your racket hit speed, they're even great for work on your half-court game, your volleys, and even playing higher balls. So I highly encourage you to try some of these drills, that you try them out with your coach, and there's a good chance that your game might improve. And coming in at number 3 at 466K is everybody's favorite student, Anna. And this was a beginner lesson with Anna. I can tell you a little bit of the background story. First of all, I have never met Anna before this lesson. She had called me for lessons and we talked on the phone. And on the phone, she told me that she's a ballroom dancer. And I thought this is a great opportunity to record a beginner lesson because I didn't have one on my channel, and there's a good chance that she might be very talented for tennis, being a ballroom dancer. Now, some of you guys in the comments section wrote that Anna is not a beginner, this is all fake and staged, and I can tell you, Anna played tennis once before this lesson. She's a true beginner. She didn't know what a forehand was, she didn't know what a backhand was, she didn't even know what a baseline was. In fact, she was hitting with 2 hands on both sides. In fact, she bought her racket just a couple of days prior to the lesson. And once we stepped on the court, I could tell right away she's gonna pick it up quick. She was very smooth, everything was flowing. It is in fact one of the best beginner players that I was ever able to train. And if you are indeed a beginner, this is a great way to start off with tennis. The way I approach teaching beginners is not to concern yourself with the backswing and start to stroke from the ball. This is the far easiest method to develop feel for the ball. Set the racket where you would make contact, and this will give your a visual image of where the contact is going to take place, and there's a much greater chance that you are going to make contact. Now, the interesting thing that happens with beginners is that once you lay your racket here, the ball comes, you will take a backswing intuitively. You will not even think about it. Shortly before the ball, the racket will usually go back a little bit, and you will get enough momentum into the stroke. And this is exactly what I did with Anna, and it worked incredibly well. And guys, I have a lot more videos with Anna coming out in the following year. This is going to be interesting to see how she progresses. My goal for her is to become a 5.0 level recreational player. And coming in at number 2 at 532K is the improve your forehand on the wall video. And this is a video that was exhausting to make, guys. It was in the middle of the summer and I was very, very tired doing these drills. And I highly encourage you to do the forehand drills that I demonstrated on the wall in this particular video. But in general, playing against the wall is a great exercise for tennis. And a lot of people often ask me, isn't it harmful to play against the wall? The timing is different, the ball is coming back quicker. It's not a real way to play tennis. And I can tell you that it doesn't matter. Similar to playing tennis at home, if you have nobody to play with, it's a lot better to practice against the wall than not practice tennis at all. And in my experience, the way you play against the wall transfers very, very naturally onto the court. So once you play on the wall, it's very unlikely that you're going to play with the same type of rhythm once you get back on the court. Naturally, the rhythm is going to be a little bit slower on the tennis court. So absolutely do not be concerned with playing against the wall. Some of the greatest players in the history of the game, including Navratilova, Federer, Wozniacki, Ivanovic, etc., grew up playing tennis against the wall. So this is something that can be a great benefit to your tennis game. And coming in at number 1, the best video of intuitive tennis in the year 2020 was the backhand lesson with Shamir that got 735,000 views. And Shamir, also known as the man of 1,000 questions.
First serve, 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock is okay?
Absolutely.
Am I tossing before I'm leading?
Yeah, of course.
Because I lose power, right, if I open up?
No, actually gain power from rotating into the ball.
Into the court, but not as much as the first serve, just a little bit.
You're going to throw into the court.
So I'm going 7-1.
Don't think of it with those numbers. That's very confusing.
Wait, is the ball turning sideways?
No, the ball's turning like this. See?
So like how the earth is on a sphere, it's at an angle, it's like...
I don't know about the earth,
oh,
okay?
Yeah.
To do a racket tap properly.
Yeah, but how do you know who's one that's doing the...
All right, one player will open the strings.
Yeah, but who's gonna... How do you know which one's...
Doesn't matter. Because he does ask a lot of questions, and this is great because now it can go into great technical detail. And not only is this good for him because he's learning about the strokes, but it's also great for you guys because you guys get an in-depth look at the technique that we're discussing in the videos. Now, just like the Anna video, some people in the comments section were claiming this is fake and it was staged. But I can tell you that I have never played with Shamir prior to this video. This was the first time we were on the court together. He had met me the day before and we had agreed to do a lesson, and I had the idea of doing a video. I had asked him what level he was. He said he doesn't really know. He's 4.5 or maybe 5.0. He wasn't really sure. And then once we stepped on the court, this was actually the first time I saw him play. And if you guys noticed in the beginning of the video, it says Shamir is a 5.0 tennis player. And I really thought that he was 5.0 on that day because I didn't really see any of his other strokes, and his backhand is a 5.0 level backhand. But then in the following weeks, I had set him up with some of my other 5.0 students, and we kind of determined that Shamir is more of a 4.5 level player. However, my goal is get him to that 5.0 level. And guys, the way I conduct lessons that are recorded and then later posted to YouTube is like any other tennis lessons. And in some cases, I actually prefer not having seen the student play before, because then you get to see me try to problem solve on the court and try to figure out how to help that particular student. And the great thing about the backhand lesson with Shamir, and I think that's the reason why a lot of people liked it, was that some simple adjustments to Shamir's technique that a lot of recreational players experience were able to help him immediately. Within 1 hour, he was able to improve his backhand. And again, thank you guys so much for all your support in 2020. There's a lot of great things planned at Intuitive Tennis for 2021. There's going to be some new students coming. There's going to be some more match play featuring me, and I'm not getting any younger or fitter. I'm getting old. I'm 43 now. It's going to keep getting worse and worse, but it doesn't matter. I'll play for you guys anyway. I'm going to feature some match play and many other things to come. So guys, 2020 was a rough year for tennis. I'm wishing everyone a happy new year, and I'm really hoping that you get back onto the courts very soon.